The pictures you are seeing may look like the inside of a casino, but they're not. These scenes are from Salina's drinking establishments during some of their numerous poker tournaments. Now, there are at least 6 national television networks that show no-limit Texas Hold'em tournaments on a regular basis. This new poker craze has now hit Salina, Kansas, and shows no sign of letting up. I spoke with the owner of the latest establishment to offer poker, Sunset Billiards, about this new gaming phenomenon.
The way it works is cards is considered a game of chance. And to have gambling, it takes 3 things to make gambling gambling. It's an entry fee, a game of chance, and a payback. Now we have the game of chance because of the cards, and we have the payback, so we had to eliminate the entry fee. So it's absolutely free to come in, and then our payback comes out of what products that the people consume. Well, one of the things that we do a little bit different is we've made these tables so they sit on top of our pool tables. So we have lighting right above the table, so it makes it well lit, was one of the complaints that we heard about some of the other places. That and the fact that we got a big table, we got good seating, everybody kind of gets up to the table, each person has their own cup holder, has their own little space. It just makes it kind of convenient for everybody. It's a little more closer to what a casino would be, you know, like in Vegas and so forth. So we have our own dealers that actually control the game. Rather than everybody having to deal, there's a lot of people who don't want to come in, shuffle the cards and deal and so forth. So we have our own dealers that kind of control the game and take care of all that for you. So you can just come in, sit down, play, and have a good time. Actually, our first prize is $50 in cash, second's $20 in cash, and third is $10 in cash. And we also have a big tournament that we do once every 8 weeks that is a $500 tournament, which is you chase points to do that. The more you play, the more points you get, and you get qualified to play in the big tournament at the end every 8 weeks.
With the success of over 70 people a night coming to their Tuesday and Thursday tournaments, Sunset Billiards has now added a third poker night on Saturdays. And there are tentative plans to add even more tables if interest continues to grow. So how do you play No Limit Texas Hold'em? It's pretty simple, really. First, each player receives 2 hole cards, which play with 5 community cards. Here John has 7 deuce unsuited and bets. Lance has a pair of aces. He raises. John calls. Next comes out the first 3 of 5 community cards called the flop. John has 2 pair, 7s and deuces, and Lance has 3 aces. Another round of betting occurs. Now comes the turn. John has a full house, 7s full of deuces. He goes all in. Lance has a better full house, aces full of 7s, so he calls John's all in. Now with John's all in, both players' cards get flipped over and out comes the river. In the end, the top 5 cards play. John has a full house, 7s full of aces, and Lance wins the pot with 4 aces. Which goes to show you that in the end, good cards generally tend to beat bad cards. But you can always bluff your way to a win. Here we see Jerry Ann's ace-jack doesn't match anything on the board. But there is nobody who wants to match her bet, so she wins the pot. Now what has amazed me since I started to play the game is the number of women who are poker players. So it's not just a game for gray and balding middle-aged scoundrels. Poker players include educators, medical professionals, the whole gamut of blue and white collar workers from aged 18 to retirees. I spoke with some of the players about their experiences and love of the game.
Play all over town. There's several different clubs that have it. Here at Big Nose Kate's, where we're at tonight, and Tailgaters, Boomers, JC's. Well, I don't like losing money, so this is a good place to play and not lose money. Great people to be around some of the time, and I'm incredibly competitive. I love to win.
Well, when I come back from playing poker, they'll go, "Grandma, did you win tonight, or did you get beat out?" So they're having a great time with it, and there are 6 and 2 of them are 5, and they're learning the hands already, so they have it showing a little interest. So maybe we have some little new Annie Dukes in progress, hopefully.
Because I've met a lot of great people. It's a good pastime to get out and spend an afternoon or an evening. This has replaced a lot of bingo playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
And by judging by the way it's growing, poker may well take over bingo in popularity. Now, of course, you can play free tournaments online, And though I feel it's helped my game substantially, many prefer live action with real people at the table. That way you can look right into their soul and try to get a good read on what they're pulling. But it is not just the bars in town that have taken up poker. Many private clubs, such as the American Legion and the VFW, have poker tournaments. And sources say even long-established bridge clubs are now having poker nights. So do you have what it takes to play a friendly game of poker? A word of caution, it's not for the timid or those who get easily psyched, or as poker players say, tilted. But in the end, it doesn't cost you anything to play, and there is money and prizes if you win.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Reporting from Big Nose Kate's in downtown Salina, I'm Ross Long.